gamers all around the flat universe. Today, we got a 4.5 hour long video because this patch is insanely long. You're like, oh, it's not that long. Do you see this? Do you see that? That is a patch, brother. It is insanely long. If you're watching this on YouTube, go get a fucking drink for the next 4 hours, okay? Go get breakfast, lunch, and a snack in between that. This is gonna be a while. If you're on Twitch, run to the kitchen, get something, come back quickly, because I ain't stopping. I knew that the patch is big. There's some additional changes from what you guys have seen, that we've seen behind the scenes, but the patch is massive. Massive. So, there's some things you guys know already, some things you guys don't know. I don't know what you know, what you don't know, so I'm gonna cover everything as if you're Bob from Bronze 4 and you have no clue what's happening. Let's get into it. July 12th, starting new season. We're kicking off with an update full of key features, improvement, more customization, even more saying how you play. You won't miss... No matter how you choose to play Age 4, be it single player, campaign, or ranked, we got you covered, brother. This is like a commercial. We got you covered. Here are a few highlights. Okay, let's get into the specifics. Okay, fuck this. Let's get into the specifics. New season. Age of Discovery. 55,400 characters. New rewards starting tomorrow. Login reward. That is if you're a mobile phone gamer. This is how they connect with you guys. Just log in and you got an award. Amazing. Kill 10 units with outposts. Core already completed this one. They gave him special award because of how much he's tower rushed. Amazing. So everyone go on the ladder and tower rush. You get an achievement. We need more of tower rushes. Research on initial sales. I don't know what that does. Is that the speed thing? Get your sales on. Destroy an enemy building in a dark age during a multiplayer skirmish match. Again, Core got this one assigned to him already. He doesn't need to do it. Tower rushing. Loot him. Loot blah 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 during friends and chaos fishing. Okay. And progress through every age in a multiplayer match. Again, something that some of you guys will never unlock, because I know you guys are cheesy mother truckers and you stay in feudal age for 30 minutes. Now let's get into the juicy stuff. Map preference system. So, as you guys know or may not know, there's going to be a map preference system in quick match up to 5 maps, and in ranked play up to 3 maps. Now, I want to say something. These are not vetoes. You will play these maps perhaps sometimes. Probably never in quick match. But in ladder, even if you veto a map, you will sometimes play it if there's no opponents that have the same maps not vetoed as you. Okay? So, basically you downvote a map and there's like way less chance of you getting a map. So that's great. Love that. I think ranked is going to have... I'm actually not sure how many maps, but yeah, 5 maps in quick match you can get rid of. I love how they show Boulder Bay, Black Forest, Mongolian Heights, and it's like, yep, those are the maps. The map that ends up being chosen for the match will be selected from the subset of maps that receives the lowest collective number of downvotes among the players in the match. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. So if you play 4v4, the map that has least amount of downvotes will be played. Okay. Very nice. For example, in one-on-one quick play, if a player decides to not want to play any choke point maps during their play session, they can download maps like Black Forest, Mountain Pass, Confluence, Mongolian Heights, and French Pass. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Very good. Love it. Nothing to hate there. Alright, next. Remappable hotkeys. We've heard your request to play your way. Hotkeys are now easier to find and remap in your hotkey preference. Here's a little GIF. Okay, poggers. I thought this was already in, but I guess it's not. I use the regular hotkeys. So that's great. Cool. Everyone who wants the hotkeys, there you go. Previously, when a hotkey was created, any existing keys with the same binding would be unbound. Oh, it's to have one hotkey for multiple things, even though they can't work together at the same time. I get it. Okay. All right, cool. Warn conflicts toggle. Should you wish to disable the conflicts alert, a new toggle has been enabled called Warn conflicts, which will prevent any new alerts from appearing when disabled. Okay. Okay. I mean, I wish there was a button that reduces the amount of these. Or maybe not doesn't make them as repetitive and completely disable them, but alright. It's an option, so you don't have to do it. New camera zoom option. Now this camera is a bit weird, I'll say that. It kind of zooms up rather than out, right? Like the point of view is like this. It doesn't zoom out further, it kind of zooms out. It's weird. I don't know. See, this is the classic view, and this is the zoomed out view. You can't even see more. Oh, you can actually. You can see a little bit more, but it's weird. I don't know. That option was about keybind conflicts? What? Oh, conflict alerts. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm done. Never mind. New map, the pit. Yeah, I'll have to play this map, but we'll see. It looks like kind of like meant to be one of those standard maps. We'll see how it's gonna play out. Okay, this is the best change. This is the best change. The best change. The best change. This is why we're here. This is why we're here. You can finally select colors. Everyone spam W in the chat. That is a dub. And I'm gonna be maining pink. Hell yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm not even maining. I'm so excited to be able to pick my color in a game. I can't wait. This works for custom games, quick match, and ranked. Untrue sarcasm? Actually not. I love colors. Like, I love colors. I love colors. I think they're amazing. It actually makes me want to play the game more. Event queue notifications. Reduce the number of mappings. Okay, here it is. This is what I was talking about. I knew that something like this was coming, but this is really good. Reduced number of map pings when multiple attacks occur next to each other. So for example, if this is a map, this thing right here, if there's an attack here, an attack here, it's not going to ping twice. It's going to ping once because you're going to look at it anyway, right? So that's how it works. It doesn't remove the pings. It only removes the pings if they're close to one another to prevent like 10 alerts going off at the same time. Increased notification re-trigger. This is also very good, and this is something that was requested by the pro players quite a bit because it's very distracting. So if you guys don't know, if you do a tower rush, for example, and a tower is attacking their building, it's pinging the whole time. It's like constantly like, woo, woo, woo. And now there's a delay from 0 seconds to 15 seconds. So every 15 seconds, it's gonna ping. Big nerf to tower rush. No kappa, but this actually distracts quite a lot when you play against it. Removed map ping for upgrade complete. I didn't even know this is a thing, to be honest. I didn't notice it. Ally under attack ping changed from red to blue. Ally under attack ping triggers less frequently when multiple units are battling each other. I think all of these are great. These are quality of life things, I feel like. And I feel like they're very, very good quality of life things. So this is something that maybe not a lot of people got bothered by, but will appreciate when they see before and after kind of thing. So yeah. Whew, okay. My throat hurts already, guys. I've recorded 2 videos before this, and then the patch hit. Added an option in the settings menu to disable campaign missions from auto-saving. Again, it's like, okay, great, you know, cool. Players can no longer complete masteries in matches that use custom game modes, custom maps, or tuning packs. So does this mean you can only complete masteries in quick and ranked games? It's just no mods. So what the fuck's the difference? Okay, well... You can start in Imperial with 10k resources? Oh, like that? I mean, okay, you gotta play the game, boo-hoo. Finish your masteries today and you don't need to worry about this. Maybe I should do that, actually, Monkas. Listen, you know what the thing is? If you haven't finished your masteries by now, you're probably never gonna finish them. Let's be honest. Like, nothing was preventing me from finishing the masteries by now. So, it's on me. Just like it's on you. But whatever, like, I personally don't care for it. If someone cares for it, well, sucks for you. Fixed an issue where player colors would sometimes change between team-based and unique colors. Fixed an issue where the map preview image in the map setup tab would be cropped for crafted maps. Okay. Fixed an issue where sometimes the player colors in match history do not match the colors. Okay, I noticed that, but that was very rarely. Fixed an issue where the quick match button did not work after encountering a desync error. Fixed an issue where the X button for clearing a hotkey binding could become stuck in a disabled state. Okay, didn't know that existed. Siege queued for construction in the field would only be seen in the global build queue after your infantry started constructing them. Okay. Fixed an issue with a text in remap controls. Okay, don't care about that. Updated the wonder tracker for observer replays. For observer/replays more clear to indicate the closest time for wonder victory. Wow. Where's the sacred side tracker? Where's the sacred side tracker, huh? Fixed an issue where observers could clear the build times. Oh yeah, this would not affect. This is a funny one. Fixed some high contrast issues with text. Camera painting now works even while holding shift. Fixed text. Who cares? All missions and 4 single campaigns are now unlocked. No one cares. Reduce the initial size of the ping animation of the minimap when under attack. Okay. Fix the bug that was causing events. Okay. Okay. Fixed an issue where events can take several minutes to appear when idle on the main menu. Okay. After failing to update a module. Okay. Alright. Let's go next one. Short keys. Okay, I'll be honest, guys. I don't care for this. If you care for this, go read the patch. I don't care for this, and it just hotkeys are changed. So stuff can be selected, stuff can be deselected. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Gameplay. Okay, this is why we're here. Fixed an issue where giving sheep the move command while near your scout could result in sheep converting to neutral. I remember this one. I read in the previous patch notes. You know, it'd be a shame if someone lost the game because of it, huh? It'd be a real shame, so I'm glad they fixed that. You know, I made a meme. I was gonna upload it tomorrow. But you guys are gonna get a sneak peek right now. You guys are gonna get a sneak peek of a meme. I was thinking about becoming a meme, kind of like a meme lord, and maybe upload a meme every day. And this one was ready for tomorrow. But yeah, there you go. You got an early preview of the. Oh. Anyway, fix the bug that allowed you to withdraw and deposit relics from religious buildings in rapid succession and earn extra gold. Okay, didn't know that's a thing. Fix the bug that would prevent imams from responding to conversion commands while healing. Units will now respect. Oh, they didn't respect before. That's fucked up. Now they respect. After finding a target to attack from idle. Okay, I don't know what exactly that means, but okay. It is no longer possible to animation cancel with units in order to gain additional attack. For those that don't know, this is somewhat of a secret. So I'll give you Twitch gamers like a day to abuse this if you want to, but Men at Arms can be animation cancelled still. And that's getting fixed tomorrow. It's not as bad as it was with Scouts and Cavalry. You don't gain like 100% more DPS. But you do gain like 0.3 or 0.4 faster attack, I think. Something like that. So, there you go. Fix the rare exploit where units on the walls would gain a permanent range increase. Okay, this doesn't really happen at high level because you don't really make stone walls and put stuff on them too often. Fix the bug where the game hangs after quitting when your town center has been destroyed. Okay. Dude, a lot of these I just never experienced or maybe didn't realize. But, alright. Villagers will repair buildings over naval units when the damaged units are overlapped. Wait, does this mean if I have a ship near the dock, if I click on the dock, it's not gonna mess with the ship? Right? Yes? Okay, I'll be honest. I think I have repaired my boats once in my life with villagers. And I was never in a situation where I couldn't click on a dock because of a ship. But... alright. I mean, cool, I guess. Sure. Fixed issue where Mongol players could increase score by unpacking and packing buildings. Okay, that's a funny one. I'm glad they fixed it, though. Like, whenever we played FFAs, people were like, oh my god, this guy has 1,000,000 score! Yeah, because he's been packing and unpacking buildings and the score just goes up. Fix the bug where siege units would sometimes target the back of the gate instead of the front? What? Okay. Fix an issue where gates do not have enough room for siege units. Oh, fuck, dude. Okay. That one I have definitely experienced. Jesus Christ. Sometimes you try to get siege through the gates and they're just like trying to go around. And I'm like, motherfucker, I know I built the gate in the right direction. And then I delete the whole gate and then I move my siege through it and then I have to rebuild. This one was very annoying. Very annoying. Siege buff, poggers. Yeah, siege is dead anyway, sure. Villagers surround groups of enemy units properly instead of looping back and forth. I've definitely noticed that. Updated notification message when publishing and unpublishing mods. Okay, cool. Updated the Chinese mastery path for the spirit to require researching all upgrades within the spirit. Okay. Mongol masteries. Okay, no one cares about masteries. Publishing the crafted map arena. That already exists in mods. Someone already made it. Fixed an issue where the Wolves in Rain mastery was not... okay, I don't care. Fixed a bug where smoke was missing from chimneys. What? Okay, that's big. Okay, that's big. Dude, no wonder I lost that one game the other day. There was no smoke out of my chimney. Okay, that's huge. Props for that. That is my favorite one so far. Love that. Fixed an issue where heals would... oh, yeah. Here we go. This is gigantic. as big as my gameplay. Fixed an issue where hills would prevent straight shot units like crossbows and springald from attacking. This caused the units to move closer for a springald kiss, often much closer than their max range before attacking. Finally! Finally! King of the Hill might not be a garbage map right now. Finally. You guys remember that? Whenever there's a hill like this, the units that are on this side, they can't shoot, they gotta go all the way up the hill, and then the units just kill them? Wow. Sucks that Siege is dead, but, you know. Standardize the selection box for trees. Okay, I don't know what this means. Previous tree selection boxes used the exact geometry of the tree model. This means that it was easy to accidentally click between branches or roots instead of clicking on an actual tree. I've noticed this. TLDR, it's hard to select trees. This makes it better to select. When they say branches, they mean... But I don't know what the fuck they mean with branches. Sometimes like tree falls down, you know, and you can... I don't know. Selection logic will now prefer villagers instead of clicking the corpse they're harvesting. This always happened. I can never select a corpse of what they're harvesting. I don't know if that's just me, but I always manage to select a villager. Fix an issue where it was difficult to have villagers gather sheep they were standing next to. Don't know what this means. Okay. Fix the bug where the footprint of walls could be seen in the explored fog of war. Yeah, this is big. I gotta say, this is something that top players did use. And sometimes you used it unaware. For example, you would want to wall off part of the map, and you click a villager, you click hotkey for wall, and you see the enemy wall. And then you're like, you know, it's like you know there's a wall there. So this is a pretty big fix actually for competitive play. Fix the bug where fishing ship would not drop off. Okay, this is also huge. This is huge. By the way, I don't know if these bug fixes were in the original poop notes that I went through. I don't think a lot of these were, by the way. So these are very big, and that's why I wanna like go through them, because these are very, very big. They weren't, yeah. When I saw these in the post poop notes when they shared with us, I was like, holy fuck. This one. Fix the bug where fishing ships would not drop off to the closest dock. So I don't know if you guys know, but fishing ships now drop off resources to the dock they're created. And if you lose a dock, even though you have 10, if you lose one, all the fishing ships from that dock would stop fishing. Completely. And now they would just go to the closest one, which is actually really, really big. It's really, really big. And it's actually like a mini buff for fishing. So, not mini, it's a big buff for fishing actually. Ranged units given an attack command will no longer walk all the way around the wall. Okay, this is gigantic. I don't know how well this is going to run, but this is also gigantic. So, if you had a river like this, like imagine this is a river, and your unit is here, his unit is there. If you attack it, the unit will not attempt to attack, it will instantly go around because it doesn't have range to attack it. It doesn't go close to the water, it just goes around. So now it's gonna go closer to the water and actually attack it, which was so fucking annoying. And the way to do it was you select the unit here and then you have to A move here so that once it got in the range, it would shoot on the other side. Like that is actually huge. Fix the bug where fishing ships would not... okay, we read that. Yeah, never mind. Religious units will now heal. Huge! I have asked for this for months. Okay, not for months. For like 2-3 months. I've said, please, this shit's so fucking annoying. If you have scholars or healing in your group, you A move and they just run through. Now, with that being said, I am not happy that the Delhi just got even better, but I am very happy that this is a thing. Yeah, it's a Delhi buff, let's be honest, but in some situations where you have monks and stuff, it's very nice. Like, I can actually see myself making a monk or 2 or 3 now to heal my units because of this. Because before, if you have them in your army, they just die. They just run through and die. So, yeah. Deer and sheep, which are blocking a building foundation, now move out of the area much, much, much faster. Another great change that, like, again, no one asked for this, but if you think about it, it's really good. Like, you guys know when you place a TC, they're just like moving like as slow as fucking possible. So this is great. Building docks no longer stomps adjacent shore fish and river fish. Can I get a poggers for that? Thank you. Slow down projectile speed of cannons, cauldrons, and hand cannon slits so the projectiles can be seen with human eye. Okay, we'll see how this looks like. Landmark victory conditions in team games updated so the players will only be eliminated when all ally landmarks are destroyed. Okay, initially I thought this is a great change, and I still think overall it is, but I am a bit worried. It's gonna be a lot harder to eliminate people now, because you literally can't eliminate them until you kill all the workers, right? I don't think it's gonna be a problem, but it is a potential. I think overall this is a huge buff and bonus to team games. Also, if you build a wonder, they actually have to kill the wonder. They can't just eliminate the landmarks of the player. So, yeah. Yeah, if you save one villager, technically you can rebuild. Yeah. Alright, now all these were bug fixes. And to be honest, a lot of these are bug fixes, but a lot of them are very, 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 very impactful for the game. So, I think all those changes are great. A lot of those changes were requested by the pro players. Some of them were requested by or made by devs themselves on their own, I mean. But this is a lot of things that got fixed or improved quite a lot. Things that I would even say are more important than the balance. These things are way more important than the balance. Fixing the annoying stuff and unpleasant stuff is way more important than if a unit does +1 or -1 damage. Melee versus siege rework. Okay, so we went through this. I'll go through it again. There are some changes in these notes from the last poop patch. Or not patch, but notes. So I'll go through them. So for those that don't know, siege will no longer be attacked with torches. Instead, every unit will use their own attack. So lancers, knights can charge into the siege and do bonus damage against siege, except villagers. Now, horsemen will do +10 bonus damage to siege. So horsemen are meant to be as an anti-siege. Now, if you guys notice when you play, when the melee units get the torches out, they kind of have a little bit of range. It's not melee range, it's a little bit farther. Now you actually need to be in melee range to attack siege. So you can much easier block off the units. Think of it like you can make a circle around the siege unit and the enemy units cannot attack it. Now they're just going to throw torches above them, right? So yeah. Like I said, the villagers still will be having torch damage, but all the melee units will not. Now, I said this before and I'll say it again. I don't like, not necessarily this change. I don't mind this change. I don't like that the siege is getting triple nerfed. And I am worried for the game in that sense. I think siege could have used it, like, I think repairing could have used a nerf. I think everyone can agree with that. But siege is getting nerfed on health, on repair rate, and now every unit, like basically if you get a charge off with a knight or 2 knights, like siege is almost dead. So that's the part I don't like. I don't like that they nerf, it's not that I don't like that they nerf siege. I don't like that they nerf siege that much, in my opinion. Part of the reason this was such a dramatic change is that siege weapons now have less health and will take damage slower from the infantry armies. They won't though. Like, they really won't. Siege has so much less health now that it's not going to be possible to repair siege in combat at all. So I personally don't like this. We'll see how it plays out. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it's not very easy, but I hope you're able to protect your siege with spearmen to the point where you can properly surround and defend. I hope. So yeah, ranged armor is increased to 20 to all siege weapons, which means that if you're shooting crossbows or horse archers or whatever to siege units, you ain't gonna deal much damage. Bombards and cannons have 30 ranged armor, so you need melee units or counter siege to kill them. And obviously this affects spring ults. Siege works armor now increased from 3 to 10. Mongol improved version goes from 4 to 15. So this is for ranged attacks, right? Yeah. Yeah, so hand cannon is gonna deal like what? How much hand cannon does it have damage? Like 46, 45? So it's gonna deal like 5 damage. Which I personally think is fine, because right now if you approach a bombard 42, oh yikes. Because right now if you approach a bombard with hand cannoneers, you just blow it up. I think that's kind of dumb. Reduce the height of trebuchet and defensive cannon projectiles to make them easier to read. Okay. And here is the following changes for the siege that are coming as well. RAM health reduced from 700 to 420. I have also asked devs multiple times to reduce the wood cost for RAMs to 200 and 250. I don't think people realize how bad the RAMs are going to be now. They're going to be very bad. I don't think any kind of feudal pushes to TC with Rams are going to be viable. Think of how many times like 20 villagers come out of TC and throw 1 torch attack and Ram is almost dead, right? You guys remember that? Ram is like 40% they got to run. Well, if 20 villagers do this now, Ram's dead. So I don't like this change. I think Rams were already bad before. I think that Rams should have either stayed 700 health, or they need to just reduce their cost to 200 or 250 wood. They're not going to be usable. At like, their health is almost halved. You got the defense buff? What defense buff? What did you get? Ranged armor? Omega low. Village torch damage is 12 instead of 20. Okay, what is the math on that? Do they kill them same speed then? Or faster or slower? It will kill it in same amount of hits. Okay. Still, a knight can charge. Knight can charge a ram, right? Guys, trust me. Rams are gonna die way quicker now. 20 villagers cannot even hit a ramp together because of new pathing. Villagers still use torches against siege units. So, yeah. I personally don't like this change. I don't do feudal all-ins, so I don't care, but I don't like it. Mangonel. Mangonel health reduced from 240 to 140. Again, all these are basically same, guys. I'm not going to go through all of them. All their armor got increased. All their health got basically almost halved. I'm not going to go through each of them specifically. I personally don't like the double nerf on siege or the triple nerf on siege. That's me. If that creates or makes the game better in the end, great. I just hope it doesn't make it worse. I just think that horsemen will be too strong right now. So again, I'm not going to go through all of these. It's the same for every siege. Let's move on. Following changes had also been made to buildings. Units will be able to attack stone wall gates which are under construction. Once construction is completed, they're no longer able to. So I don't know if you guys know, but right now you can attack walls that are building, stone walls. But you couldn't attack a gate, stone gate that was building. I don't know why. Building emplacement bonus damage versus boats now applies to demo ships and non-combat ships. So what this means is that fishing ships are about to be absolutely fucking wrecked by the towers. So I don't know if you guys... I actually didn't know this until a week ago. No joke. I never noticed because I also don't tower the water to kill the ships. Maybe that's why. But right now, the towers do bonus damage against fighting ships, but not against fishing ships. So in the next patch, I'm assuming fishing ships are going to get absolutely destroyed by the towers. Arrow slits emplacement bonus range reduced from 2 to 1. I am worried about this for one reason and one reason only. While this is great for preventing tower rushing or helping with tower rushing, this also massively nerfs towers defensively. And not only that, but longbow arrow slit tower interaction might be a little weird. So I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. While I do agree that towers definitely deserve a nerf. But this is a buff to longbows. I'm not sure what the interaction is, if longbows now outrange the towers or they have same range, but yeah. Springle displacement, damage is decreased from 60 to 40. Attack speed is decreased from... it's not decreased. Attack speed is increased from 625 to 45. So, I'm pretty sure this... I actually haven't done the math, but I think this comes around the same DPS. Damage per second, but it's doing less damage. It's shooting faster, but if it's shooting at siege units like bombards, it's gonna do like 10 damage a shot. So yeah. No, this is just wrong wording. Attack speed is not decreased, attack speed is increased. It's shooting faster, it's not shooting slower. Right? Like, it's wrong wording. Because this is seconds. It's shooting once every 6.25 seconds. So if you say attack speed is changed from 625 to 45, it's increased. Technically, the number is lower, but the attack speed is increased. And if you use the wording attack speed, you need to say increased. You can say number is decreased. It always triggers me, actually. Whenever a game does this, it always triggers me. Because people, a lot of people, right, will think that this is a nerf to attack speed. It's not, it's a buff. So, yeah. The high range and burst damage, yada yada. And again, this is just so that Springle Tower will remain same DPS, but it will do less, way less damage and less DPS on units with a higher range armor. It's going to do less damage to buildings. It's going to do less damage to siege units. Alright. It's actually 7% DPS less. Okay, well, I like I said, I don't know the exact numbers. But yeah, okay, 7% less DPS and a nerf against siege units. Cannon emplacement damage reduced from 85 to 70. Damage type changes from siege to ranged. Cannon emplacements deal 100% of their damage in AoE. We wanted to retain this cool feature while making them less effective as single targets like bombards. Again, so instead of it dealing 85 damage to a siege unit, it's now going to deal... On fully upgraded bombards, it's going to do 30 damage. But then, bombards also have less health. So, yeah. Buildings that cost exclusively stone. Oh, here we go. Keep stone wall towers, stone walls, and stone wall gates now cost stone to repair instead of wood. I'm not gonna go too long about this. I don't like this change. I don't think it's a good change. I hope I am wrong, but yeah. Great change. Oh. Alright, we'll see. More realism, yeah. Keeps were too OP before? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. I think keeps are going to be really underused now. Although, siege is also getting nerfed. So maybe because siege is getting nerfed, maybe keeps will be able to survive a bit longer. I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing a lot of people don't realize. Keep dies to like 8 bombard shots. If you have 2 bombards, that keeps dead in under 15 seconds. Or make it 20 seconds. That is very fast death for a keep. And now you can't repair it. Yeah, and that's a good point. And this is something that I mentioned in the interview yesterday in Red Bull Wall of Law. This is a gigantic HRE buff. Gigantic HRE buff. Because HRE has self-repair ability, which is free. So, yeah. On the other hand, a positive out of this, we might see more landmarks that are keeps that are currently complete trash. I'm talking about White Tower. I'm talking about even possibly Kremlin. I'm talking about Spasskaya Tower. I'm talking about the Red Palace. These landmarks you never seen competitive play. But in the new patch, because they're landmarks, Kremlin isn't a keep. Well, you can upgrade Springle, upgrade on it. In the new patch, those landmarks will cost wood to repair. So you will have keeps that cost stone to repair, but those landmarks are going to cost wood to repair. So no joke, it might be useful. Red Palace is trash? Yeah. Just don't run into it, it's fucking garbage. It's a keep. It's literally a keep. And you never want to fight in the range of keeps anyway. So we'll see how it plays out. Relic limit on all monasteries and landmarks that act as mon. Oh, I didn't know this. I think this was actually the patch notes last time, but I didn't really realize. I mean, okay. I guess, sure. Keep landmarks now correctly activate a new weapon for each of their garrison slots. Fix the bug where Capital Town Center didn't fire additional weapon for each one of their garrison slots after 13? What? Note that English were always working correctly. I did not know this is a thing. Check W. Food deposit buildings can now be placed closer to fish resources in shallow waters. Very nice. Stonewall health, when construction begins, reduced from 10% to 1. So yeah, stone walls will be slower to make, and I think this is a good change. Fix the bug that will sometimes result in scholars getting stuck garrisoning. This happened to me. It says you either can't get it out, the scholar, I mean, or it's like 0 out of 1 and you can't put anything inside. Fix the bug with multiple buildings. The selected units could not be queued for production if one of those buildings already had a full queue. Okay. Fix the bug where cavalry units would sometimes be unresponsive to acquiring buildings as idle aggro targets. Okay. Added new visual effects to keeps and stone wall towers where burning oil is triggered. That's very nice. I don't know how that looks like, but that's nice. I just want to say, guys, this fucking patch is so massive, we're not halfway done. And I skipped all the hotkey shit. New game, yeah. The following changes have also been made to units. Units with activated abilities will now be able to activate their ability from within a max unit selection. Oh, that's really cool. I actually didn't know that was coming. Or maybe I knew, I forgot because the patch is so fucking big. So if you have, yeah, so this is really good. If you have Army of Knights and Arbitrators, you can just click Q and activate the shields, which is very, very nice. Very nice. This also goes for longbowmen and their healing ability or throwing down those pikes. Trade ships no longer return additional gold. Instead, they return 100% of the trade value as wood. Effectively meaning they get the same amount of gold and wood. Damn, that's insane actually. Normalize all naval units to have the same target priority. God. Dude, okay, some of you will remember. I think I played a tournament game long time ago. I was raging on stream. Maybe it wasn't a tournament, maybe it was a ladder game. It was Hulks against Hulks. And I kept doing this, it was on Boulder Bay. And I kept doing the spinning. And my fucking ships kept shooting at the dock. And I molded so hard on stream. Because the dock, you know what triggered me the most? The dock wasn't even the closest target. It literally avoided shooting at the ships and just fucking shot at the docks instead. I was so tilted. So I'm very happy that my ships are not going to randomly shoot at the docks anymore. Spearmen perform the spear wall animation faster and do not trigger their spear wall until charging cavalry is closer. Okay, cool. Horseman armor. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I think horsemen are one of the best units in the game right now. And the fact that they're getting buffs against siege and buffs against ranged is crazy to me. It's crazy. Crazy. Hand cannon hit points decreased from 150 to 130. Monk train time reduced from 45 to 30. Also, monk got buff. Wait, does that mean Rus monks create 30 or 50 seconds faster? Wait, that's insane. The fuck? HRE buff? Well, it's not an HRE buff. You still make a prelate out of TC. Fixed an issue where units attack move wouldn't prioritize attacking defensive landmarks. Reduced the travel distance for which you can scan for new resources. Yada yada. Campaign. Okay, we've covered the campaign. On to civilization balance. Alright. Let's go into the juicy bits. Herbal medicine technology reduced from 350 to 275 gold and research time from 60 to 45 seconds. Delhi Sultanate version is increased. That's right. Hashtag fuck Delhi. Siege engineering technology research time reduced from 60 to 45. So this is the upgrade that allows you to build rams. Poggers. Too bad rams suck. Professional scouts drop carcass. Command cannot be queued before holding a carcass. This is big for any players, actually. High level and Pepega players. Sadly, no one is getting professional scouts. But basically, you can click on the deer and then shift click, drop carcass on the TC before you even picked up the deer. So that's very nice. Fixed an issue where units using attack move wouldn't prioritize defensive landmarks. Didn't I just read this? I did. They fixed it twice. That's Omega fixed. Fixed the bug where under some conditions units could attack faster than intended. Okay, I also read this. Fixed the villager T-pose issue while attacking boar or wolves. What the fuck is a T-pose? This? When the fuck did villagers do that? What? Okay, cool. Certain units were stubborn about responding to... What? Wait, certain units were stubborn about responding to attack commands in specific situations. These units have been disciplined and will do... and will to do better next time. Sorry, Beasty. Wait, was this the one where I couldn't kill the siege units? Oh, they must have watched. Oh, I raged for that one. So for those that don't know, fuck, I wish I had the VOD. Fuck, what game? It was versus Marine Lord. I remember the civs and map. It was Altai, it was English versus Abbasid, and Marine Lord built a Mangonel. It was Golden League? He built a Mangonel, and I right-clicked the Mangonel with spears, and my spears did this. Every N4C? Yeah, and the spears kept doing this in place. It didn't want to move. Wait, I have to find this. Hold on. I have to find this. And I don't know if there's a camera, but you'll see it in my face where I'm just like, what the fuck's happening? Okay, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it.
Therefore,
okay.
Force outposts with
it was here somewhere.
The Longbow man helping out
from behind.
He needs to be age 3.
Normal attack, not the plus 25%. Oh, my spears couldn't move.
Look! Okay, I found it. Okay, look at this.
He's typing, as you can see, like he is actually typing right now, right? He's not playing.
Look at this. This is happening in a land tournament, by the way.
This is short.
Okay, here we go. So by the way, I'm Omega all in. Marine Lord just got age 3, and I'm trying to do something. I mean, the game was probably lost, although I have more army. So look, there's a Mangonel right there, and I attack with spears from here, and the spears just don't do anything. This is probably better.
It's really weird, right? He's floating resources.
Look at the spearman!
We have seen multiple times.
Oh, you can't see them.
Tries to focus down.
Fuck, hold on.
Those villagers, right? He's floating.
Look at the spearman.
That's something we have seen
They're
multiple
bracing
times from him. Now tries to focus down.
You guys see that?
Find
and I'm clicking on Mango
the
now.
tower will most likely still go up. I don't think he wants to engage before he has.
Do you see that? They just don't want to move.
Yeah, nice Mangonel shots. The spearmen are bugging out a bit. Did you see that? They were like
Look, there's just someone
I
attack.
guess he's A move.
And look at me in the camera now. The camera had a bit of a delay. Look at me in the camera in top right.
And it's the horsemen from Marine Lord that are triggering.
I was just like, what the
look at
fuck's
the reactions
What's
happening?
going on with those spears? Do you see how they're moving?
Oh, Beastyqt not happy there at all, and he's typing. As you can see, like he is actually typing right now, right? He's not playing.
Yeah, he's like, my spears aren't
Did you
doing...
see that? Both hands at the keyboard.
Oh.
That's just complaining, like, oh, my spears couldn't move.
Yeah,
He's so annoyed. Something happened.
I wrote to Marine Lord. I was like, my spears literally don't want to move.
I wonder, right? GG, by the way.
You can even see I did the thing. Yeah. That's so funny. That's so funny that they mentioned this because it's been 4 months since N4C. And they mentioned this now. But thank you, I appreciate fixing that. Alright, fix the issue where villagers would occasionally get stuck within stone walls while building them. Who has this happen to them all the time? I think I've seen the Muslim. Somehow he gets units stuck in the stone walls all the time. And I don't know how, because it happens to me, but very rarely. But I've seen it on the Muslim stream happen a lot. But yeah, that's great that they fixed it. That's pretty cool though. Small stone deposits decreased from 1.5k to 1.2k. Large stone deposits decreased from 3 to 2.4k. I don't like that, and I've told developers I don't like that. Because, again, this is the double nerf. Nerfing the keep repair, and also nerfing the amount of stone, it just doesn't make any sense. And I don't like it. I already didn't like the stone requiring for keep repair. I know majority of people did like it, and maybe that's a good change. But this, not a fan. Scouts given an attack animation will now properly target villagers instead of a nearby carcass. Okay. There was a mismatch between the UI displayed value for attack speed of some units. Researchers were a prominent example. Now, okay, it just says the correct value. Units given Q commands will no longer lose their commands when receiving a tier upgrade. Wow, I didn't know this is a thing. So if you shift Q a unit and it finishes the upgrade, it loses the shift command and it just runs to the last spot. Lol. Fixed an issue where units would target the backside of the wall instead of the front. Okay, we've seen that. Fixed crash that would occur in rallying villagers to... Fixed crash that would occur when using... rallying villagers to a research drop-off. Okay. Transport ship health text updated to highlight that the ship will blah blah blah. Fixed an issue where construction of rams walls could remove nearby berry bushes. Wait, what? I've never seen that. I wish I knew that. I fucking sometimes you can't wall of because berry bushes. Alright. Now these are general. Let's move into the Civ specifics. Monka S. Mill influence range increase +1 tile to allow for easy connections. House of Wisdom. Thumbs up. This is great. Right now, as it is, if you build farms around the mill, you cannot connect the mill to the House of Wisdom. So that's very nice. I'm gonna give changes thumbs up or thumbs down. Camel barding has been renamed to Camel Rider barding. Crazy good. Spice roads. Technology now correctly increases trade ship goal. Trade and trade ships will correctly return. Preservation of knowledge technology no longer applies twice to tech research in House of Wisdom. Field construction mangonels and camel archers can now be selected. Incendiary area is no longer lost with Golden Age Tier 1 bonus changed from 10% gather rate to 15% gather rate. That's pretty good. Fire Lancer move speed increased. Fire Lancer time between attacks reduced. I mean, hey, listen, they got a buff, okay? They got a buff. They fucking suck ass, okay? Poggers. Do something with them, they suck. Grenadier damage decreased from 15 to 13. Thumbs up. Weapon range decrease. Thumbs down. Oh, wait. Okay. Grenadiers need a nerf. 100%. Now, again, I pose the question. Why the triple? It's always the triple. Did you guys notice? Hashtag triple. It's always the triple nerf. It's never one nerf, or it's always the triple. Damage decreased, fine. AOE radius decreased, great. But why the range as well? You know what I mean? If they just did this and this, that would already be such a big nerf. Changing range of units can dramatically make them overpowered or useless. I don't know if they're going to be playable. They did deserve a nerf, 100%. But nerfing the range might be too much. We'll have to see. In addition to having no unit counter from the core unit roster Grenadiers, I mean, they don't have a counter. They beat everything. These unit stats tweak them, make them a bit less effective. We'll see. Pyrotechnics only affects hand cannoneers instead of all gunpowder units. Weapon range bonus change from plus 20% to 1.5 tiles. Total resource cost from 1,000 to 500. So, why would you make Grenadiers that have less range when you can just mass hand cannoneers? They got 20% more range. You know what I mean? How big is 1.5 tiles? Like this. Like, I don't see... I mean, maybe you go Grenadiers to like AoE in the front. I don't know, but... I don't know what to think. I'm very torn on this one because China bombards are broken as fuck. And maybe them just having more health still makes them a China bombard. But I do feel like that is like their thing. Their siege is stronger and extra longer. Donger. I think balance-wise, this is a good change, but it takes a little bit of an identity from a Civ. And also, that was their go-to, their late game, right? These kinds of changes require some kind of buffs in return. So, yeah, reload drills, attack speed from 25 to 33%. What is reload drills? Is that the bombard attack speed? Yeah. Okay. Wait, is this only China? Because these are China specific. Does China only get 25 to 33%? Only China and Rus. Okay, so their siege will still be stronger. Just not extra longer. Okay. It's reload speed, not attack speed. I mean, that's probably like extremely minor. That's like 0 point something seconds. Nest of bees and clockwork siege towers are included in the melee blah blah blah. Granary cost reduced from 250 wood to 150 wood. I actually think granaries are very OP. No kappa. I think granaries are quite insane. I've started experimenting recently with China, where I go super early granaries, and it's very viable. Most civs need about 50-60 workers in the late game to support, like, you know, 20 barracks, 20 stables, and just pumping units. China needs like 40 workers. And I think that this is pretty big. 150 wood for 10% increase on farms. Mind you, they stack. Right? So if you build one here, one here, one here, if you build farms around it, they stack. They get 30% gathering speed. Or, well, I don't know if it's 30% or it's 10% builds up on the existing percentage. I don't know how exactly it works, but it's quite good. And now, going from 750 wood, you only need 450, which allows you to get... You basically got extra farms for free. So, that part is a pretty good buff, actually. I'll be honest, China late game will probably still be where it is right now. It will be behind English. English will be the best. China will be second because their siege does have more health. It does have a bit faster reload. They're going to have hand cannoneers with 20% more range. And they have grenadiers. And their keeps are really good, which is a question mark if we're going to have keeps. And they have Nest of Bees, which in my opinion are better than Mengmanos. So I think China will still be very good in the late game. It just won't be as it is now. Like right now, you can be behind with China and then you get 2 bombards and you can win the game with a huge deficit. Now that's not going to happen. But if you do get on an even footing in the late game, you still will have an advantage. But again, from a balance perspective, if China has, like, right now 5 bombards with villagers, you cannot kill them. You can't kill them. Like, it just won't happen. So, maybe... I don't know. I think China is going to remain second best civ in the late game. But yeah. I don't hate the changes. I had a lot of time to sleep on these, by the way. Initially, I hated them. But I've played some games recently with me playing China where I was extremely far behind and I won with like 3 bombards. And I was like, this is kind of dumb. And then I had a few games where I lost that way. And I was like, this is definitely dumb. Because I just couldn't kill a bombard because it has longer range. So I can't get in the range of them. But I think this is quite a big buff, actually. Anyway, let's keep going. Barbican of the Sun landmark. Now I'm steering for this one. This is insane. Okay, this is potentially one of the biggest buffs in the game that we have in this patch. Because keeps require stone. This is a stone building, but it requires wood. And if you put a Barbican in the middle of the map, let's say you're playing a Dry Arabia, if you put Barbican in the middle, you rush castle, you can get a Springald. That shit is not dying. Like, that zone is off the limits. Like, it's completely off the limits to join. And then you get Imperial, you get a Bombard upgrade. That is a keep, guys. You got a keep for 400 food, 200 gold. And you use wood to repair. King of the Hill, China. Exactly. You put the landmark in the middle. How are you going to kill it? With what? With rams that suck ass? It's more like an outpost with multiple emplacements than a keep. Explain to me how. It's got 5,000 fucking health. How does that make it like a tower? I think this I haven't seen too many people discuss this one. I think this is insane. And initially, again, I slept on it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, I said that as well. I was like, oh, that's cool, yeah. If you think about it, this is a bit insane. Not to mention, if you get barbecue rushed into Fast Castle, they're gonna get sprinkled on this shit. How are you gonna kill it then? With what? I don't know. I'm steering. I'm steering for this. I'm steering. I don't know about this one. This is the thing is, this is a buff to China early, but it's buff in a wrong way. Like in a completely wrong way, in my opinion. Yeah, the sprinkle itself is not that important, or the cannon. The problem is it has 5,000 health. And this is the only, I guess not the only landmark. There's multiple landmarks that have value later in the game, but it's the only landmark that directly gets better as you advance. It's not like, oh, it scales. No, it just gets better. There's no way around it. So, I don't know. I'm a bit worried for this, especially for barbecue rushes or putting a barbecue in the middle of the map on maps like Altai or King of the Hill and stuff like that. Because it might have a very, very big impact. Imperial Academy landmark can now train Imperial officials. This is huge. This is huge. This is the way to buff China early rather than the other one. Because this is basically, you got gifted 3 villagers. And I know some nerd in the chat right now is pushing their glasses. I can't. It's 4. No, it's 3. Because you're still going to want to build a scout into Imperial Official, so you can power up your food and then get the gold. But you don't have to build 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Imperial Official. You go Imperial Academy first, and then you build Imperial Officials from the Imperial Academy. So you get 3 extra villagers, which is pretty big, by the way. Early game, getting 3 extra villagers is quite a big boost. Quite a big boost for their economy, because they also get 20% more resources off of it. Now, what does this mean? That means that if you do a Barbican rush, you are skipping out on extra villagers / Imperial Official improved gathering or improved drop-off. Which is quite a big trade, right? You are quite more committed right now, because you can Barbican rush, but then you're not going to have 20% extra wood gathering or gold gathering, right? Or if you are, you're skipping on 2-3 villagers. So it's a trade-off where now going Barbican rush, there's no trade-off, right? If you go Barbican rush, your economy doesn't really get impacted. Obviously, the workers walking there impacts you, but other than that, it's fine. This actually will make a difference in that, and going Barbican rush will be quite a bit more of a committal than before. Although you could go Imperial Academy first into a Barbican rush. So. This is the right way to buff a civ in feudal. This and not buffing damage and cost and stupid shit. This is how you do it. Because it also makes you choose, do you go Barbican first to defend or do you go Academy first? Great Wall Gatehouse landmark changes. No longer provides damage bonuses to units. I never knew this, by the way, and I said that last time. Apparently provides damage to units around the landmark. Never knew that. I built that shit in the corner of the map every time. Omega lol. No longer provides bonus health to stone walls and gates. So China walls late game are nerfed. Let's be honest, they were fucking broken. They had like, I don't know how much health, but they had way more health than any other stone walls. Now comes with a nest of bees emplacement that fires a burst of 16 arrows. How many arrow bursts does nest of bees fire? 8? So it's like 2 nest of bees. Wait, that's actually kind of busted. Wait. Oh, you know what the thing is though? Civs have to choose between a keep landmark and eco landmark, but China doesn't. Now provides all your units on stone walls with 25% range damage. Okay, that's retarded. On any stone walls? So before it was locally around the landmark, now it's on any walls. So if you put hand cannoneers on walls, they got 20% damage and range. Spirit Way no longer reduces the cost of dynasty units. So what it does now, no longer anymore in stables and archer ranges. Spirit Way landmark now houses technology to upgrade dynasty units, which can be researched for minus 50% cost and plus 100% research speed. When a dynasty unit dies, all nearby units will receive 20% attack speed and plus 20 health over 10 seconds. Wait. Do they heal for 20 health, or do they receive bonus 20 health? They heal? Wait, what buffs does this have? Or sorry, what buffs? What researches does this have? Elite Fire Lancer, Elite Juggernaut and Ancient Techniques. What is Ancient Techniques? Is that the well, actually I don't know. What is Ancient Techniques? Oh, Villager Gather Raid. Fix the bug where Chinese scouts lost their Tang Dynasty bonus vision. Oh yeah, so apparently, they say it's a bug here, but it wasn't phrased as a bug before. It was phrased as, from now on, Chinese scouts will keep their Tang bonus, dynasty bonus, which is the vision. So now they're going to have 30% extra vision at all times, in all ages, or all dynasties. Fix the bug where the Ming Dynasty bonus was increasing the health of keep, stonewall towers, and outposts. Fix the bug where Imperial official ignore shift, Q, blah blah, and carry max gold. Yeah, this happens. Okay, I'll be honest. Let me give you an Abbasid run through. I think this is very minor changes for Abbasid. Like, some of the trade shit was fixed. Trading boom is never going to be a thing in competitive. This is great. And then 5% gather rate for Abbasid is like a lazy buff, I would say, but it's a buff. Now, after some thinking, after some napping on the Chinese buffs, or changes. I think that together with keep nerfs, together with siege in general nerfs, I do think that China late game is still going to be, like I said, very, very up there next to English. And I don't think that's going to change at all. The thing is, it might even... I don't think it's going to favor China more than it favors China now. But it will favor China in a different way. Because China basically will have a siege with extra HP, but their hand cannoneers are going to be insane. They have 25% damage on walls, 20% range, and they get 20% attack speed, and they get healed when a unit dies. When a dynasty unit dies. So you would need to make hand cannoneers. Or Fire Lancers got buffed. So if you do a raid with 30 Fire Lancers, it's plus 40% for hand cannoneers? And how's it 40%? Oh, because the walls also give it, right? Wait, but the walls also give you range. $1.4 tiles is 40%. And also the walls give you extra range. Yeah, I know that hand cannoneers are getting nerfed on health by 20, but the thing is, all hand cannoneers are getting nerfed. So when all hand cannoneers are getting nerfed, none of the hand cannoneers are getting nerfed. Because hand cannoneers are the ultimate late game, right? So, what are you gonna... Okay, let me ask you. What are you going to kill hand cannoneers on walls with? What unit are you going to make? You can't make cavalry. Mangonels? Right. And then China can make bombards that have extra HP. And also, China can have fire lancers on the ground to kill mangonels. Monka S. Bombers can shoot through the walls. They can. You can make a gate, and then you can shoot through the gate. Not to mention the Great Wall House being a double nest of B landmark that uses wood to repair, and where is it? Granary and Barbican. That's it. I have decided. I am back to loving China civilization after this patch. I actually think China's gonna be pretty good. I think China's gonna be pretty good. I think if you get to the late game, it's gonna be very good. Listen, I will say, like, I don't mind admitting when I was wrong. Initially, I said China is gonna be the worst civ. After thinking about it, after rereading the patch notes, I think I was wrong. I don't think it's going to be the best civ. Although, this is very hard to kind of get a grasp on how big it's going to be. And, by the way, I've completely forgot about this. The Imperial Academy can train Imperial officials. Those are huge buffs, guys, at a pro level. Like, having extra 3 villagers is a lot of villagers. I think I would. I'm not gonna be hasty this time around and say China is gonna be up there with HRE and Delhi, because I think those two are gonna be the best civs. But I think it's gonna be like an A tier civ with all these changes. I think it's gonna be an A tier civ. Let's not forget that Fire Lancers are also getting an indirect buff by keeps being nerfed, because the biggest counter of Fire Lancer rating was keeps everywhere. And if that doesn't exist, they could just destroy everything. China is stronger or weaker? Honestly, this is how China is, okay? China currently is way stronger in the late game compared to what it will be. But the thing is, China right now is so strong in the late game that even if it receives a nerf, it's still equally as strong, right? So yes, China is receiving a nerf in the late game, but it's getting way stronger in the early game. That's the thing. I think overall as a civ, it is stronger now, but the late game is nerfed. The thing is, you used to always enter late game being behind, but now you might be even ahead entering late game, or equal. I think China is going to be very strong, actually. Very, very strong. Oh, fuck, man. Delhi. Delhi Sultanate. Imperial age multiplier. Age tech time multiplier reduced from 15 to 12. I don't think anyone disagrees with this. I mean, Delhi Imperial is fucking straight up garbage. So now their upgrades cost or take 15 times more to upgrade than any other civ. Now it costs 12 times. What? What's wrong, Mara? We're talking about the Palace Assault and Landmarks. Okay. Dome of Fate changed from minus 50% cost to 40% cost and plus 50% production time. Okay, last time we discussed this, I still don't know what the fuck it means. So right now the landmark just makes scholars 50% cheaper, from 150 to 75 gold. Now they're gonna cost 90 gold, and what? Again, what is the wording? Is this slower or faster? Because scholar training or any monk training time went from 45 to 30, and this is plus 50 production time. So it makes sense that they went from 30 to 45. It's 90 gold and 45 seconds to make a scholar. Okay, so it's a nerf to Delhi. Okay, good. Fuck him. I mean, it's a small nerf, right? It's not a huge nerf. But it is a nerf. Maybe you're gonna need... you might need 3 villagers now on gold. Because before, you needed... Yeah, you're gonna need 3 villagers on gold. Because before, villagers gather at a rate of 40 resources per minute. And you needed 2 villagers to make... it's a bit more than 40 with upgrades, actually. So you needed 2 villagers to constantly produce scholars. Now it costs 90 gold, so there's a very good chance you're gonna need 3 villagers now. Wait, what is the production time of scholars now? Isn't it 45 seconds now? No, not now. No, I mean right now. How fast do scholars train from the landmark? Right now it's 45. Okay, so the only thing that changes the cost. They're only 15 gold more expensive. That's it. So it's a buff after all? It's not. Guys, right now they cost 75 gold and 45 seconds to train. After the patch, they're gonna cost 90 gold and 45 seconds to train. That's it. This is just very Pepega worded, I will say. They should have said, due to monks being reduced to 30 seconds, so this plus 50% production time will get them to 45 seconds, which is what it is now. Boom. Technology research time adjustments. Boiling oil increased. That thing already took 1,000,000 years, so I don't know about that. It took disgustingly long to get that already. All seeing eye is increased from 135 to 157. This is the vision range of scholars, right? Swiftness increased from 270 to 450 seconds. Listen, any scholar nerfs, I'll take it. Any scholar nerfs, I'll take it. Nerf anything, I'll take it. Professional scouts increased. I don't like that. They're now used already, so there's no point, but sure. Survival techniques decreased from 225 to 135, so there might be builds where you open with survival techniques on maps like Altai, Hillendale, and stuff like that, where you have deer next to you. I could see that being a thing. Herbal medicine increased from 180 to 225. Okay. Tower elephant adjustments. Tower elephant health reduced by 100. Ranged units running the tower elephant are now properly affected by all damage upgrades Monk has. So this is a bug fix, but this is a buff. Right now, elephants don't work with blacksmith upgrades. So they're about to be a lot stronger in the next patch. Yeah. This 100 health, you can wipe your ass with that 100 health because they're about to do way more damage and tank way more. Incendiary arrow tower elephant, yeah. The thing is, in Imperial at least they have a counter. Although their counter, which is the siege, aka bombards, is getting a nerf in health. So that's going to be interesting. Delhi might be not bad in Imperial. Reduce the formation, catch-up changes of elephant. Okay, this was retarded, I gotta say. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but you can manipulate the speed of elephants so it goes like, whee! It just runs through extremely fast. Because there's a catch-up formation mechanic where the units that are out of formation try to run to the formation. So if you do it properly, you can actually speed boost your elephants to insane amounts. Elephant with wheels, yeah. Fix the bug where technology's research in Delhi keeps did not adjust research time if started before scholars are Garrison. Fix the bug where the History Academy landmark was generally food water. Sorry, I've seen this. The textiles technology now increases food produced by Hisar Academy. I mean, overall, I'm steering. I'm not looking forward to this. I think Delhi. This is 100 health. And yes, some of the upgrades are delayed, but I am steering for Delhi. I'm very happy that Delhi got buffed in the Imperial. Very, very happy. But I am very worried. I think this is what I suggest to Delhi, okay? The melee elephants need to have splash damage. Period. They need to have splash damage, like a cleave damage. They're complete trash right now. Both elephants need to have a unit type. They need to be counted as siege or armored. They do not have a counter right now. Please don't be a Pepega and type Spearman in the chat. Spearman does not counter an elephant. It does not. They need to make them a siege or armored so that there are counters with crossbows or there are counters with springballs. Right now, nothing counters them. Nothing. In castle. And that's a big problem. War elephant is armored. Yeah, and range elephant should be as well. English. Yeah, Delhi I think is going to be still the best civ. Also, one thing to consider. Delhi is not very siege-oriented civ. So all these siege nerfs do absolutely shit for Delhi. They don't do anything. English naval civilization and unique technology swapped. Oh yeah, this is really cool. So right now, English's passive thing is to have +1 range on all fighting ships, and they have an upgrade that makes your ships 10% cheaper. They swapped those, so now all English ships cost 10% cheaper from the start, and their upgrade is to have +1 range on the ships. I think this is a very strong buff actually for water English. So we'll see how that works in the long run. Wingard Palace Landmark has 2 new additional production options. So right now it spawns a Spearman, Man-at-Arm, Knight, Trebuchet. And now you can also choose an army of 3 knights and 3 horsemen, or 3 hand cannoneers, 3 crossbowmen. What is the... I ran out of coffee. Does anyone know, does this come to the same cost? Lower costs. No, I mean between one another. Isn't the first one still way better? Like the Trebuchet one? But guys, you don't get all of these. You choose either this, or the other one. Yeah, you get still more value with Trebs. I think you still make Trebs, but it's cool to have options. What if you don't want Trebs? Oh, you want Trebs. Abbey of Memes. Radius increased from 625 to 75. Okay. I mean, I think, honestly, at a pro level, I would even say that Abbey of Kings it might be even better than Council Hall, because English rushes in Feudal are pretty trash at a high level. They rarely work. So, I think Abbey of Kings is more value with Lancers. Overall, I mean, English just got a straight up buff for water, which they're kind of mediocre in water, so I don't mind that. They got extra options here and radius. Problem with English is I think it's not that great at a high level. But the problem with English is it's so good at a Pepega leagues. It's very hard to buff it the correct way, where it's good on high level, but it remains the same at Pepega level. So... yeah. Also, a lot of the siege is getting nerfed, and you know which siege units doesn't care about HP nerf as much? It's the Trebuchets. So, English late game is going to be pretty fucking good. Still. Why is English good at Pepega level? Because people die to the English all-ins. French, a Royal Institute discount increased from 20 to 30%. Yeah, this is an outdated change. While we're seeing this landmark in some matchups, would love to see it more competitive with the Guildhall. I would say 80% of the games that are pro level are going with Royal Institute already. So this is just a straight up buff for French. And I don't think this is needed. I rarely see Guildhall these days. Rarely. It's not as common anymore. Red Palace, default weapons decrease from 3 to 2. Okay. College of Artillery Royal Siege units are included in melee versus siege rework. Okay. Chamber of Commerce was giving no bonus to trade value. Now it gives 30%. Wow. Wow. French trade ship bonus changed from 20 gold to 20% gold to 20% to all resource and trades. Chivalry cost. Oh, this is a big one. Chivalry cost increased from 50 wood, 125 gold, to 100 wood, 200 gold. And the Pepegas go wild. Oh my god! That was... French knights are the reason why I'm in silver. There it is, hell yeah. On the way to gold. This is a pretty big nerf, IMO. 200 gold? It's quite a lot. But Reddit told me new patch is a cavalry patch. It is. It's still a cavalry patch. This is just a nerf for French. I don't know how to feel about this one. I can see the, you know what the you know why I'm on the fence on this. French are good because of their knights. If you nerf the knights, then what? They're good because of their what? So, if you're going to castle and you don't have that advantage you built off of French knights, what then? What is your strength? Let's not forget. Let's not forget that French have received a big ol' cock in the... Right? That no one is considering right now. French has lost a big part of the keep cheaper production because keeps are much worse and there's less stone on the map. So you can't build as many production buildings around keeps to reduce the cost of your units. And then their knights get nerfed in feudal. And what did they get for it? Right? Like what counter buff did they get? Royal Institute cheaper cost? French is S tier since released. Yeah, in Gold League it's S+++ tier. The problem is they don't have anything else. Like, that's what people don't realize. Like, their strength is the knight. Now, a lot of people might think that this is not that big, or it's just 50 extra wood and 75 gold, but that is a lot. What this means, I talked about this last time. This means if before you would make 3 knights and then the upgrade, now you need to make like 4 or 5 knights and then the upgrade to make it worth it. Which also means that your first 3 knights are much more vulnerable and not healing. And you know which other civ doesn't harass with knights like English does? It's Rus. They don't harass with knights because any damage you take is a permanent damage. Right? So... yeah. I don't know. So basically they're removing a big part of French's identity? I think it's quite a big nerf. Quite a big nerf. And I don't know. I do think that it's one of those things where it's kind of like a weird situation. I do think French is incredibly strong and feudal. But my point is, if they don't have that, they don't have much going into castle. That's what I'm saying. Right? Like, it's like Mongols, right? The tower rush is strong, but if you remove tower rush, what do they have? Like walking buildings. You know what I mean? They don't have anything else. And I feel like French is the same. Now, at low level, this is a nerf and it's not going to change much. People are still going to die to French Knights and make Reddit complaints how French Knights are so strong and that's why they're stuck in Silver League. But I'm saying at a high level, this might play a much bigger impact. That's all. But maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. I don't know. Holy Roman Empire. Oh boy. This is my favorite civ. This is my favorite civ. And goddamn, it's getting buffed. I think Achery right now is perhaps even the best civ. Maybe second best, in my opinion. And it's getting buffs. Regnitz Cathedral landmark now provides plus 100% gold from all captured relics instead of 200% gold from 2 relics garrison within. It's also a full functioning monastery. So, what does this mean? Right? Because some people might be confused and people were confused last time. Right now, if you can put 2 relics in Cathedral, you get 600 gold. And extra 3 relics would get you up to 900 gold a minute. So if you get all 5 relics right now, you get 900 gold with Regnitz Cathedral. After patch, they're not going to give 200% extra, they're going to give 100%. So each relic with HRE will give you 200 gold if you go Regnitz Cathedral for a total of 1000 gold. So HRE is worse if you get 2 relics. If you get 3 relics, it's also worse. If you get 4, it's equal. Right? Yeah, it's equal. But if you get 5 relics, it's better than it is now. It's equal if 3. Okay, let's do some grade 2 or grade 1 math, okay? 600 plus 100 is 700. Currently, 200 plus 200 plus 200 is 600. Not equal. So yeah, 2, this is a nerf, 3 is a nerf, 4 is equal, 5, this is better. Obviously, it's a lot harder to also get 5 relics. Permaban this guy. But yeah, there's also more things, right? You can... What a good thing about this is, you can put these relics anywhere, right? So before, you had to put 2 relics in Cathedral, right? For the 600 gold per minute from 2 relics. But now you can put all 5 relics into keeps and towers. So that's insane, right? That's a huge buff. It counts as a monastery, so you don't need to build a monastery anymore. I often build, like right now the way I play HRE, I do 2 Cathedral and 3 Towers keeps, and then you have to build a monastery to get the upgrades. Now you don't have to build a monastery because the Cathedral is the monastery, so you can get the upgrades. It's poggers. You don't have to train monks from your TC anymore? Wouldn't they cost 150 gold? Wait, how much do monks cost from Cathedral? Not from Cathedral, from the... Wait, they cost 100? I mean... See, that's the question. Would you rather wait for Cathedral to be done and then build extra prelates? and then get the relics? Or do you want to just pre-build 2-3 prelates from TC but lose 2-3 workers? You probably want to still get them from TC, to be honest. If you know you can get the relics. Obviously, if you're getting attacked, like you're under pressure, it makes no sense for you to get pre-prelates because you can't move out. But if you can get them for free, it's better to pre-build. Yeah, this is a great change because it allows you options. And that is very, very important in RTS games. Giving you options, choices, and decision making. That's what RTS is about. That's what RTS is about and should be about. Alright? Not about who can click faster. That's good. Entry prelates will also inspire units. While healing. That is huge. Yeah, attack move heals. That's right. Attack move heals. And how much damage is Inspire Warriors? 15%. Okay, so 15% damage, 1 armor. So right now, this is the meta. Okay, I'm calling the meta right now. Quote me on this. Get your clips ready. HRE. Pre-build 2 prelates. Get the relics. Continuously build prelates from your monastery. Get men-at-arms and push with like 20 men-at-arms. Not even 20. Push with like 10 men-at-arms and 5 prelates that buff damage, armor, and heal men-at-arms at the same time. And you rush the herbal medicine in the cathedral as well. Yikes. Minework Palace. Oh, sorry. Fix the bug that was preventing prelates from Garrison. Yep, this happened to me. This happened to me. Luckily, it wasn't in a tournament, but it happened to me in a ladder game where I took the prelate out and I couldn't put it back in the cathedral. Or not the cathedral, sorry, in the chapel. So I just had a chapel there with nothing in it. Fuck, I don't have coffee. I'm gonna get a drink soon. Let's finish this. Minework Palace landmark discount. Omega. Can I get... Guys, can I get 120 keg Ws for this? Please. Get your keg Ws out. 120. This is more than I've ever requested. Get some keg Ws for Minework Palace. Great. Hey, if we get Minework Palace to 100% discount and instant research time, maybe I'll get it, but... Akin Chapel. By the way, the funny thing is they buffed this, right? They buffed this. And it's a... Ooh! Akin... Minework is getting buffed. And then right under you see... Akin Chapel landmark now accepts the drop-off of all resources. Like... Why would you go Minework? It's literally a drop-off as well now. Like, imagine getting an Akin Chapel between wood and gold and then like the sheep or the deer. You don't need wood. What means drop-off? You can drop off your resources. So you don't need a mill. You just drop off at the chapel. Where does that help? Well, whenever you build a chapel, you're always building it between resources. So right now, potentially, you're gonna save like 100 wood on drop-off buildings. It's insane. Like, it's actually a really huge buff again. Yeah, exactly. It's even faster castle timing. Like now, you're not gonna need 3 workers on wood. You're gonna need like maybe 1 or 2. Oh God! Wait. what Zoc wrote. Shoreline fish, Akin Chapel and Frisian marches. Dude, you can put Akin Chapel between like 3 ponds and Frisian marches. Oh god. Dude, you vacuumed the fucking sheep. And you just built like 2 towers. Oh my god. KW. Akin Chapel Russian boar. It's not gonna happen, but it could. Fix the bug with Dark Age and Feudal Age prelates. We're only healing for 3.5 per second instead of the intended 7. Dude, I called this. I called this. Salami, are you in the chat? Salami, are you in the chat? Do you remember at the developer Discord, I called this months ago, and I said, there's something wrong with the healing. They don't heal the same. And they said, what do you mean? And I said, I don't know what it is, but it doesn't feel that prelates and scholars are healing the same. And they said, they should be. Dude, I swear, this was months ago. Months ago. Because when scholar heals, it's like, brrr, and when prelate heals, it's way slower. It's way slower. So there was a bug. Wow. Salami's typing? No, what do you mean? He already agreed. I need a sorry beastie on this one, actually. On this one, I need one of those. Where is it? Where is it? I need one of these. I need one of these. I called it. Called it. Alright, Mongols. Saves you 3 years of your time? No, I find it fast. Mangudai, time between attacks reduced. Okay, see these kinds of numbers, I can't really say how good it is. I have to play it in game. So yeah, we'll see. The traction trebuchet unit and the improved siege research are concluded. Improved economy technologies, bonus of the improvement. I mean, whatever. This is the upgrades for stone. Like, who the fuck gets that? See, there it is. Salami found it. Chat. Beastyqt said to the devs. Also have a question. Is the healing from monk scholars, warrior monks, and other religions supposed to be different healing per second, or is it an oversight? Daily heals way faster. Hey. Boom. Right there. Kurultai landmark changes. Radius increased. Kind of like Abbey of Memes. Whatever. Oh yeah, this is kind of big. Healing effect no longer requires the con to be present. That's pretty cool. Are you going to pick it over step readout? Probably not, but if you go trading, you go this. That's a cool buff. That's it. Why does BC not read the developer know where they literally said the attack speed stays the same? We made some back-end changes to the attack speed which resulted in some units attacking slightly slower. This change helps to set the unit back to its original strength. I don't know, why don't you read what the developer note says? That's a literal buff. It's literally not, it literally says it's not the same. God damn it. That's a permaban. Get him out of here. Take a moment. Mongols now have access to geometry and geometry improved technologies in Siege Workshop. That's cool. Improved tithe barns now generates the correct amount of resources. Packed pastures and barracks now have the same health as their unpacked versions. That's pretty cool. Fix the bug where Mongol silver tree or landmark sometimes prevented YEM network tech from working. I'll be honest, guys. I've said this already earlier today. I don't think Mongol is going in the right direction as far as how good it is at a high level. I don't think it's that good of a civ anymore because players improved a lot. But I'm hoping I'm wrong because I really did enjoy playing Mongols before, and it's one of my favorite civs. So, yeah. Horse Archer. Horse Archers are getting a mini buff. Well, it looks kind of big, but it's the same as Mangudai. They're supposedly attacking slower than they should. Spasskaya Tower now unlocks the building of stone walls. Not sure how I feel about that one. I personally like the identity of Rus having stronger wooden walls but having no stone walls. So I don't know how to feel about this one, but whatever. Kremlin landmark changes. Influence range increased from 4 to 8. Default weapon range increased from 6 to 8. Garrison area range increased from 6 to 8. Can we get some poggers for Kremlin landmark? I'm sure someone is gonna make it one day. High Trade House landmark changes. Fixed an aura indicator of High Trade House to represent the correct tree counting range. Note that the area is now visually bigger, but is now more an accurate representation of what trees are being counted by the landmark. Wow. Alright. Lodi attack ships now retain them plus 8 damage versus incendiary ships after researching incendiary arrows. They suck, so it's whatever. Lodi ships were scaled to different sizes. I mean, Lodi ships suck. Maps. Do I go through these? I'll go through these quickly. Okay, maps got changed. Alright. Map balance. Ancient Spires. I suggested this. 100%. 100%. So, as you guys know, Ancient Spires was always Omega RNG. And when devs asked how to fix this map, I said the biggest problem is the water RNG. They said, okay, what do we do? And I said, why don't you just give one water pool in the range of a player? So if you do want to go for the water, you can instantly go for the water without having to scout around. And now it's here. Apparently one pool of water always spawns in your vision, so you can go for it. Now, is this going to make this map better than Dry Arabia? I don't know, but it is way better because now you no longer have to like run around the map and pray you run into water. You will see water instantly and you can go for water, or you don't need to go for water. So yeah, I think it makes the map better. That doesn't mean that the map is good now. I didn't play it, so we'll see. If one lake is placed 10 tiles from one player, a corresponding lake will be placed 10 tiles from player 2. Each lake contains 5 shore fish. The number of lakes increases with map size and number of teams. Okay. Cool. Resolve the former known issue. Okay, I mean, it's Black Forest. Who cares? On Boulder Bay and Mega Random, we have added a new special distribution of deepwater fish that are guaranteed to spawn within scout vision of the shoreline at a consistent spacing. That's good, because it makes the game way too fucking RNG. Danube River will now spawn teammates in a staggered line of each side of the river when using the teams together setting. Okay. Dry Arabia. Dry Arabia sheep have been adjusted to now spawn in 4 groups of 2 instead of 2 groups of 3. This should spread sheep out and not have such an early game swing for getting lucky when sending the scout. That's pretty cool. I like that change. 2v2, I don't care. We've done a tuning pass on the distribution of sacred sites on Lipany. We should have a more robust changes coming in a future update that should help ensure that sites are placed fairly with even higher consistency, but we felt like this interim tuning has resulted in less clump spawns. Sometimes on Lipany you have like 2 sacred sites next to each other. I've also had a game where there was 3 sacred sites next to each other. So, yeah. Mongolian Heights has been updated to ensure that cliffs do not surround sacred sites and trade posts. Okay, whatever. Mountain Pass. It will now scale up in size based on the map size. On larger sizes, expect to see much bigger opening. The water level of the central lake of Nagaro was brought up slightly to improve dock placement. Alright. Oh yeah, they improved some AI stuff. I read that. Like, there's a bunch of AI things that have changed, and apparently AIs are better now. Or something. Wait, there's 5 crossings in Mongolian? Wait, there's 5 crossings on Mongolian, and each crossing is now wider? Oh, where does it say ranked map pool? Does it say anywhere? Dry Arabia, Altai, Highview, Hill and Dale, Lipany, Mongolian Heights updated. I mean, okay, Mongolian Heights with 5 crossings might be interesting, actually. King of the Hill. King of the Hill might not be bad, considering Springolds can shoot now. And Ancient Spires in the Pit. I'll be honest, I personally like that the ranked ladder pool is bigger. I was the victim of Hill and Dale 7 times in a row a week or 2 ago, so I would prefer to have 10 maps and bigger variety, and if you don't like a map, just fucking veto it, right? Then have lower map pool and no vetoes or vetoes or whatever. So if you're watching on YouTube, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you have you know, stayed alive for a 2-hour patch review, let me know. It's actually been 2 hours, by the way. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. For everyone else on Twitch, let's keep going. I've been streaming for 7 hours. I haven't played a single game, and we got 1.2k viewers. So thank you guys. I'm glad you guys are enjoying me talk.